Next one is another spelling game, and it's called the word scramble or word coding. And this is super easy. I don't even explain it. I just put up a word on the board, put up really simple hello, and I'll scramble all the letters as I'm writing it. The kids look at it and go, what the heck is that? And then I'll underneath I'll write hello. And right away they'll make the connection. Oh, everything's twisted. I'll start with their text. I'll do about 5 to 10 words of their text because they get really fast at it. And then I'll start throwing in words that are just words that they should know. Most of the time they do know these words, and it just takes a little time. Another variation on that is you can start making codes. I read this on a few websites. I'm going to try it next week. One code you can do is write a word, but every letter of the word alphabetically is the next or the letter or the previous letter. So the word, I gotta write this out. For example, dog, E, P, H. And then you can show them. Always demonstrate one example at first until your kids get really clever with understanding that's a code they have to figure out. And then just start working it. It'll test the smoothness of the kids' alphabet. And the last one, before I'm plunged into darkness here, this is a dice drawing game. I made a large paper mache die, but since this is a lesson about no props, let's say you don't have this die. You can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 6 as they do here, and just keep your hand hidden and somebody say stop, and then show the number that's on your hand. So that can be your die variation. And what I like to do with this game is I will draw maybe a face on the board. I'll give it some eyes, nose, mouth, ears. It's really cool if you can make it the object that one of the objects that they're learning about. I'll demonstrate different parts. So if you get a 1, it's this. I like to draw the little die when I use the die. If not, you can just write the numbers. They usually know the numbers. So let's say it's a face. 1 is the eye, 2 is the nose, 3 is the mouth, 4 is the ears, 5 is the eyebrows, 6 is the hair, something like that. And explain that if you roll this is what you get. Usually kids will all want to go, and they don't understand why I'm not picking any of them. And sometimes I'll maybe hold up a flashcard, and I'll wait until one of the kids from the team will actually say it. And they'll be, okay, Ruby, you can come up. And the kids will be, why Ruby? But then Ruby gets it, she said the word, and then everyone else will start to say, oh, okay, I gotta know my words here. This activity is really good for when your kids are being kind of dicking around in class. Last week where I was teaching Halloween words and the kids would only say them in Chinese. They would say all of them, but they would only say them in Chinese. So then I used this game and very quickly got the kids wanting to learn them in English. So the competition is I'll draw just the face outline on both boards. I'll say team 1 face, team 2 face. And I will have them take turns, so I'll show a flashcard to team 1. First person to say that word or the sentence, whatever it is we're learning, will come up and they'll get to roll the die or do the counting, so tell me to stop. And then according to the number, they can draw that. It's the classes that really like to draw, they can start making really funny things. The face especially works well. They get really creative in it. For Halloween, I did a pumpkin, and I taught them words like leaf and stem and swirly, because I'm not really sure what that swirly part of the pumpkin is called. But they liked it. They like funny sounding words. And the same thing, eyes, nose, mouth, etc. These are the main things that seem to be pretty foolproof in my class. So if you're out of props or teaching somewhere where you don't have access to a lot of materials, this is something you can totally use. So thanks for watching, and check out my other videos if you haven't done so. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.